Lincoln, home to our 16th president, and it hosts a battle once again between two major schools that call this state home, and at the end of the road, a top hat to carry on a presidential legacy. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Northwestern 7, Illinois 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. It's complete. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Stone. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Northwestern 14, Illinois 0.
Here he comes with the return. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Illinois had time to talk it over. Let's see what they have here on 3rd down to start the period. To the air, it's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And some room to work. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Going to the running game. Look out, he's got room. Oh, and a move. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Unloads quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this.
Touchdown, finding a line. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Stone. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable.
Breaks into the open. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
It's complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Illinois!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete on the right side. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Farrell. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to throw on second and short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Tight end now in motion. The play-action fake. Got his man quickly. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The give to the single back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
They're working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
28, Illinois, 14.
Bringing it out. And the returner goes down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Firing to the right, complete.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Arkin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Illinois lining up quickly. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown Illini! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Quick step and go. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Makes the grab on the left. There he headed to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
A shot toward the end zone. Snags it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something...
Touchdown, Northwestern! And the stomping has commenced. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Throwing right. He's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and made a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A little release to the back. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Trying to get behind the defense. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Stone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.